Most contractors think they need more leads, but the truth is they need more trust. That's not my opinion. According to the General Social Survey, which is the longest person-to-person trust study in the world, we're at the lowest point of interpersonal trust in the last 40 years. Yet, most contractors are still relying on costly, outdated, and inconsistent marketing methods like it's still 1985. But after helping generate over $100 million for contractors online, I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's something the eight-figure contractors know that everyone else is missing. While most contractors stay stuck chasing a shared lead that ghosts them, the smart ones have figured out how to manufacture trust at scale. And in this video, I'm about to pull back the curtain on exactly how they're doing it. Look, if you clicked on this video, you're probably already doing great work, getting 5-star reviews, taking care of your customers, and running a legitimate operation. But you're stuck in what I call the referral trap. One month you're crushing it because word of mouth is flowing in, and the next month your phone goes silent and you're scrambling. Most contractors think the solution is simple. Get more leads, buy more ads, knock more doors, join more lead services. The industry tells you it's a numbers game. It's just about getting enough at-bats and you'll win. But here's what they're not telling you. Homeowners don't trust contractors. They've all heard the horror stories. The contractor who disappeared with the deposit, the estimate that mysteriously doubled, the endless project that never got finished. So when they need work done, but they don't have a referral already, they're terrified. And the data proves it. Referrals close at 90% while cold leads close at somewhere around 20%. Same homeowner, same problem, same solution. The only difference is trust. So I'm going to break down exactly why this happens, why most contractors are approaching it backwards, and how the smart ones are systematically manufacturing trust at scale to build predictable, scalable businesses. First, let's understand what we're really dealing with here. According to the General Social Survey, the longest person-to-person trust study in America, again, we are at the lowest point of person-to-person trust, interpersonal trust in the last 40 years. And it's contractors who feel this the most. It's become incredibly easy to start a contracting business online. Fly-by-night operators can spin up companies in weeks, run ads, collect deposits, and disappear. And homeowners have heard these stories, and naturally, they're skeptical of every contractor. And here's what's really actually happening when homeowners need a contractor but they don't have a referral. They feel overwhelmed and scared of getting burned. And in that overwhelmed state, they collect multiple quotes to do their due diligence. But here's the problem. They can't evaluate technical quality. They don't understand the difference between your process and your competitor's process. So they default to the only thing they can understand, which is price. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Because of this trust recession, your prospects are more sophisticated than ever. Skepticism is at an all-time high. Information is abundant and competition is everywhere. Your prospects are doing their research and they just do not trust you by virtue of the fact that you're a contractor. Don't believe me? Think back to every purchase you've ever made over $3,000. Did you see an ad, get a flyer, or receive a door knock and then immediately buy? Heck no. You did your homework and you built up trust long before you booked. And your prospects are no different. Google calls this phenomenon the 7-11-4 rule. They analyzed billions of buyer data points and discovered something crucial. It takes 7 hours of content consumption across 11 touch points in 4 different locations to turn a stranger into a buyer. In short, more exposure equals more trust, and more trust equals more sales. And real quick, by the way, if you're realizing that you've been trying to build trust in a 60-minute sales call on an on-site inspection or an estimate appointment, when Google says it takes 7 hours of content across 11 touch points, you're not alone. This is exactly why most contractors struggle with cold leads. Perfect example. I recently spent over an hour researching the best outdoor light switches for my new home, just to spend $200. I watched YouTube reviews, read Amazon tests, compared specifications. If I'm doing that level of research for $200 light switches, imagine what a homeowner does before hiring someone for a $15,000 roof replacement. I digress. This is exactly why referrals work so well. When someone refers you to their neighbor, that neighbor has already consumed hours of content. They've already seen your work, heard stories about your process, learned about your character. Trust has been transferred before you've even showed up. But here's the breakthrough insight. Homeowners have already decided who they trust before they pick up the phone. And most contractors try to build trust during the sales call, and by then it's usually too late. Real quick, before we dive into the scalability piece, this 7-11-4 rule is exactly what we use with our contracting clients to turn cold prospects into pre-sold customers before you ever show up. We help them create systematic content that builds referral level trust before the sales call ever happens. If you want to learn about how we can maybe help install these same trust manufacturing playbooks inside your business so you can predictably generate $500,000 a month and beyond without chasing leads, make sure you go down below and book a call with me and my team. Now, here's the brutal reality about referrals. They don't scale. You can't build a predictable business hoping someone talks about you. You're always at the mercy of the feast or famine revenue cycles. If you're watching this and thinking, I'm stuck in this exact referral trap, keep watching, because what I'm about to show you is how to manufacture referrals systematically. The contractors who want to scale must stop relying on word of mouth and referral and take control of their growth systematically, and take control of their growth through systematic trust manufacturing. You need a system that attracts high quality prospects, educates them on the value that you bring, and creates intent to work with you instead of your competition. Because here's the formula: more exposure equals more trust equals more sales. It's as simple as that. And the contractors who master systematic trust manufacturing will have predictable revenue and can scale confidently while competitors remain trapped in feast or famine cycles. Those who don't will stay small, unreliable, and completely dependent on factors outside of their control. This systematic approach to trust manufacturing is exactly what we've used to help over 200 contractors break through the feast or famine cycle. Our clients go from unpredictable referral-dependent revenue to systematic $300,000 plus months using these same principles. Let me recap what we've discovered. We're living in a trust recession where homeowners are terrified of contractors. When they don't have referrals, they collect multiple quotes and default to price because they can't evaluate quality. Google's research shows trust building happens across 7 hours across multiple touch points, not on one sales call. And referrals don't scale, so you need systematic trust manufacturing to build a predictable business. And this is exactly why smart contractors are building what I call authority engines. Systematic trust manufacturing machines that create referral level trust with strangers. They're not hoping for word of mouth anymore. They're engineering it. And look, if you're tired of the feast or famine roller coaster and want to build a predictable contracting business that generates trust at scale, here's what I want you to do. Go down below, click the first link in the description, and book a call with me or my team, and we'll walk you through exactly how to build your own authority engine. The same systematic trust manufacturing system that's helped our clients go from chasing shared leads to having homeowners call them pre-sold and ready to buy. But here's the thing, we only work with 12 contractors per quarter because this requires hands-on implementation. So if you're serious about taking control of your growth and you want to see exactly how this would work for your specific market, book that call now. The contractors who will dominate in the next decade are the ones building these systems today, while their competitors are still hoping for referrals. Don't let another month of unpredictable revenue control your business. Take control starting now.